Snafu. Situation normal. All fouled up. This is Snafu. Snafu's a soldier. He's a patriotic, conscientious guy. Thinks the Army's swell. That is, with a few minor changes. You'll find Snafu in all branches of the service, such as the infantry. In the matter of rolling a pack, Snafu has improved somewhat on the regulation Army method, resulting in a more compact kit. Snafu's a deep thinker.
There's a burlesque theater where the boys like to go to see Queenie the cutie. A burlesque show. Lo-dee-dee-do-do-do-dee-da-dee-dum. The band plays a polka while she strips. Take it off, comes a cry from the rear. Down in front, soon it's all you can hear. And she's always a lady, even in pantomime. And she stops. And oh, it's just in time. Take it off, cry from the rear. Down in front, soon it's all. But she's always a lady, in pantomime. And she stops, and oh, it's just in time. Listen, you guys, don't give me none of that stuff. I'm no dummy. I know my rights as a soldier. I want a lawyer! Get me a lawyer!
This is Snafu.
To join in the fun, a jamming the Jap and hunting the Hun. And look at the job that they hand out to me. KP. And KP. Policing the camp with the trouble that's mine. You get through with this, then they stand you in line. They jab you for this, and they jab you for that. Ah! Oh! If you're asking me, it's a pain in the prat. If I ran this army, boy, I'm telling you, I'd make a few changes. That's just what I'd do. Say, who in the bloomin' blue blazers are you? Technical, Ferry. First class. I heard you saying that everything stank, that you'd run things different if you had more rank. So a technical, Ferry, I got a good notion to give you a chance, pal. Here's a promotion. Ah, shucks, have another. You're Master Sarge, Super Sarge, hoopity-doo. You're boss of the works. Now take over, Snafu. Important announcement. Attention, each tent. This camp is now run under new management. Relaxation. More money. These are my aims. A new DI issue. Each guy gets 2 days. Hey!
Jackson, this is really en route. Snafu lets you dress up in the suit that is due.
Ain't this swell? I fixed things. I told you I could. What a camp. No more discipline. Boy, am I good. I beg pardon, sir, but you hear all that humming? I got a suspicion. The Germans are coming! The Germans? The Germans? I'll murder them poops. Let me at them Germans. Say, where are my troops? Troops! Troops! No use. They ain't trained and they got no morale. Your army's a washout, my fine-footed pal. Moral, Snafu, is the harder you work, the sooner we're gonna beat Hitler, that yoik. The secret. It's a honey. It's a pip. But the enemy is listening, so I'll never let it slip. 'Cause when I learn a secret, boy, I zipper up my lip. Now, the military secret that I carry in my brain, I keep in safe deposit with a padlock and chain. You bet I got a secret. And I bet we find it out. The soldier's got a secret, but I bet we find it out. Hello, Ma. I got a secret. I can only drop a tip. Don't breathe a word to no one, but I'm going on a trip. Shh! Don't breathe a word to no one, but he's going on a trip. Hey, give me some magazines to read for when I'm on the ship. Don't breathe a word to no one, but he's going to go by ship. It's a cinch to keep a secret if a fella just takes care. He's sailing on a troop ship. Now we got to find out where. I'm a sound and silent soldier, just as steady as a rock. Here's to my little secret, with its chain and padlock. Say you're a nifty trick. I hope I meet some babes in Africa as cute as you are. This message is important. I must rely a double quick. It's been a wonderful evening, and I'd like to stay some more. But I gotta get a move on now. I sail at 4:30. He's got to get a move on now. He sails at 4:30. Hey, the troop ship bound for Africa pulls out at 4:30. Calling all Wolfpacks! Calling all Wolfpacks! The transport ship for Africa pulls out at 4:30. Hail! wasn't let my secret out. What was that I heard you say, my little sauerkraut? He wonders who in hell it was that let his secret out.
Another day. Nuts! If I could only get out a drill.
Precisely why I am here. I'm Goldie the Gold Brick. Be like me, use your head. With a heart of pure gold and a backside of lead. When there's cold and there's rain and you don't want to train, you gold brick, just gold brick, just gold brick. Just pretend that you're sick and your poor back is sore and a limp with a groan to the hospital door. While your pals train in rain, you can lay back and snore. If you gold brick, just gold brick, just gold brick. When you're digging a slit trench that ought to be deep, and the going's so tough that you go darn near weep, just dig a few inches and crawl in and sleep. And gold brick, just gold brick, just gold brick. When there's work to be done and the load weighs a ton, get a helper and a gold brick, just gold brick. Just relax and avoid all the duties you hate. This life must agree, he looks better of late.
Why, I do believe that I'm putting on weight.
Gold brick, dear gold brick, sweet gold brick.
Hey, fellas, wait for baby.
Just pretend that you're sick and your poor back is sore. Remember?
Yeah, and a limp with a groan to that hospital door.
Gold brick, I'm a gold brick, I'm a gold brick.
Trench.
Just dig a few inches and crawl in and sleep.
Here lies there go brick. I now go find more. If find enough gore brick, Japan could win war. Gore brick, honorable go brick, honorable go brick.
the glory and the Navy gets the cheers. But all the dog face ever gets is mud behind the ears. Yeah, the tank boys ride in comfort, and a sailor takes a sail. But the dog face never gets a chance to sit down on his tail. 4 feet in my shoes, I got them infantry blues. I wish I'd joined the tank corps. Them guys got it sweet. They sit and do their fighting on a nice, soft seat.
Technical ferry, first class, at your service. What's that you say? The tanks? Okay. Tanks. Sold to the tank car.
Thank you very much, pal. Boy, this is really swank. You can have the infantry. I'll ride in a tank. This kind of work just ain't my meat. I wish the hell I'd joined the fleet.
The fleet? A very interesting request. Fleet, sold to the Navy.
Heave-ho, me, ho for the open sea. This is twice as easy as the poor old infantry.
Sold to the Air Corps.
Boy, this really is the life. No more worries, no more care. The softest job of all is flying airplanes through the air.
Your back, sir. Here's your pack, sir. All the roads are pretty rough. Parley-boo.
And all the services are tough.
Parley-boo. So whether you fight a soldier or gob, get in there and pitch and fix the job. Hinky-dinky parley-boo.
Greatest hero. With these guns I have nothing to fear. Oh, my guns are the best. They can meet any test. Oh, I'll be the war's greatest hero. Oh, I'm the world's best damn fighting machine. Oh, them Nazis will learn what I mean. Oh, my wonderful guns will murder them bums, and I'll bury them in the latrino. Stick him up or I'll blow your brains out. What a rifle! Kamerad! That rifle looks just a bit gooey. If you think I am scared, you're plumb screwy. Go on, fire away, but your damn gun's full of muck, or nothing comes out but just hooey. What a gun, I'm defeated. Such a gun just can't be beaten. That gun was neglected, no water connected, no wonder it got overheated. Now into German army, mein lieber Herr, our weapons work fine, cause we give them great care. I am thinking. Oh, you're perfectly safe, I am thinking. It's musty and dusty and mighty damn rusty. Conditions inside are just stinking. Really, they are. He winds a behind fence. Snafu is the world's greatest zero.
So cold it would freeze the nuts off a Jeep. We're sailing tonight on the old campground. Give us a song to cheer our weary hearts, a song of hope. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Being ever so humble, there's no place like
home. They got it soft back there. They don't even know there's a war going on. Back in my hometown, take my old man. He's probably down at Kelly's. And more. I know what she's doing every afternoon. All afternoon. And Grandpa, he never did a day's work in his life. Sally Lou. She's probably out with some other guy at this identical moment.
Oh, my darling. What big eyes you have.
Jeez. They're loafing, playing, while I freeze up here. I wish I could see them. I'd tell them a thing or two.
Technical Fairy, voice class, at your service. Okay, Snafu. Maybe you got something there. Brass monkeys, but it's cold. Now let's take a look at the lazy-wazy home folks. Suppose we look at your old man first. Bridge game. Let's see how your ma is making out.
Hi-yo, Silver! Manure! Coming, Mother! Sure makes things grow, don't it?
And that grandpa of yours.
They thought I was too old for this job. But don't bother me a bit. Shut them up immediately!
Sally Lou has joined the wax.
We're working like hell in the old hometown.
They're working in the old hometown.
Working in the old home.
Town.
Gosh, I didn't know you cared. Woo-woo.
It was a bright sunny day, with the air fresh and clean. Not a rumor was stirring, except in the latrine.
Hiya, Snafu. What's new?
Oh, nothing much. Nice day.
Nice day for a bombing.
Yeah, nice bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather.
Sounds harmless enough. Innocent stuff. But let's take a look in and find out what's cooking.
Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather. Bombing weather.
Just between you and me, pal, I hear we're in for a bombing.
The hot air is blowing. A rumor is growing.
They're gonna bomb us. They're gonna bomb us. They're about the bombing. They're about the bombing. They bombed us.
Did you hear about the terrible bombing last night? Well, I heard it on good authority. That was harmless.
Balloon juice. It's phony, but it makes nice baloney. That's right. Exaggerate it. Stretch it. Multiply it. Now shoot off your face. And baloney is flying all over the place.
T-38 in Germany.
Worst air raid of the war. Yeah. They blasted hell out of Brooklyn Bridge. Coney Island was wiped out.
What's the matter with our planes? They popped them off like kites.
Them parachute troops landed right on the White House lawn. The Florida coast is lousy with invasion barges.
Just a minute, Bud. Did you know that we have nothing to fight with? That our shells are all duds?
This may surprise you, but they're attacking this very camp.
Too late. You can't get away. The Russians have surrendered.
The British are quitting!
The Chinese gave up. It's all over. We've lost the war.
Rumors!
Nice weather for a rumor, ain't it?
The enemy has fled, abandoning the area. As our forces move up, they must exercise great care. Every object is a possible booby trap. Some booby traps are more alluring and ingenious than others. If you are a boob, you will be trapped.
Wish the hell you'd shut up. I ain't no boob and I won't be trapped. I wonder, could this be one of them there booby traps? Could be.
Boy! A piranha!
To hell with it. I never could get that last note anywho. Boy! Tobacco! You know, I ain't had a good smoke in years. Hiya, Toots. What cooks? Something new has been added. Booby traps. Safe at last.
kid.
Well, at least up here, I don't have to worry about no booby traps.
Trying to do some brain work.
How the hell do you expect a guy to study with all that racket going on? Study? Nuts. When I get at them Nazis, I ain't gonna clunk them over the head with no books. What you gotta give them dopes is a belly full of lead.
Hello, Superman.
Huh? Well, if I was Superman, I bet you I'd show him plenty.
Okay, chum. As technical fairy voice class, I now pronounce you Snafu-man.
Oh, boy! Enemies of democracy, beware! This looks like a job for Snafu-man! Hey, wait! You forgot your navigation maps! Thank you very much. But I am not bombing Berlin with maps this season.
Berlin. Pardon me, but did you drop this? The Americans are on our side, you know.
Aha! A lumbering Japanese tank. Come out, you bandy-legged disturber of world peace! General! Messerschmitts! A whole mess of Messerschmitts! Trying to bomb our port, eh? As a burnt-out match.
Too bad. Poor Superman. Is there anything I can do
I would appreciate it if you could get me a field manual!
That's all, folks.
Not bad, but it don't do justice to me nose. Well. Swimming at sundown and naked all over. Ah, just my meat. Why, it's Snafu. I never forget a face. No resistance.
Now, where did that little son of a gun go?
Just my type. Caught me with his pants up. But I'll show the little... Now for the soft underbelly of Snafu. Jeez, I shot the wrong man. Right windage, 4. Range, 75. Bull at 4 o'clock.
What did you do in the big war, Daddy?
Oh, I did my share.
Just a moment, please. This program has come to you through the courtesy of my sponsors, the United States Army, distributors of GI repellent, mosquito nets, Hedabrine tablets, and good old-fashioned horse sense. Gee, I wish the hell I'd used them.
Technical ferry, first class, at your service. Now, gentlemen, the purpose of camouflage is to conceal things you do not wish to be seen. Now, the first man in history to use camouflage was Adam, back in the Garden of Eden. But, gentlemen, the fig leaf today is not enough. Modern camouflage is an art and a science, if used intelligently. Take cover, stupid. Take cover. Uh-oh. Them tracks, they reveal your position. Hey, what about them tracks? What about that track?
Bitte, mein Herr, haben Sie ein Light? Danke.
Of course, the enemy sometimes uses camouflage, too. Get in the shadow. Get in the shadow. Of course, Snafu. Shadows sometimes move.
You may fire when ready, Von Gridley.
So, gentlemen, if you want to fool them, remember this. Just make yourself part of the natural surroundings. See what I mean?
One man absent, sir.
What's up, Doc?
Do you think it possible that that man could stand a little further training in the care and use of the gas mask?
Remove and replace mask. Gas. Move 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 and replace mask. Gas. Ready? Exercise. Hot, hop, hip, hop, 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 hot, hop, hip, hop. Double time. Hut. Hot, hop, hip, hop, 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 hot, hop, hip, hop. Detail. Halt. Dismissed.
Pardon me. Gas on the stomach. I'll surround him. Now you go that way. And, you go that way. And you... Oh, that's me. I'll go this way.
This is the life. Laying out here in the sunshine with the chirping of the bluebirds, the hum of the bees, and the smell of new moon hay, and apple blossoms, and fly paper. Fly paper?
No mask. I didn't know you cared.
It was down in the Panhandle Valley, when I was King Bull of them all, that my eye fell on sweet Angelina. And I sounded my bold mating call. She said, yes. On our honeymoon, she and I sauntered through the glamorous Grand Hotel door. And believe it or not, at that instant, the Nazis and Japs declared war. From here, from there, from everywhere, the beat of drums, the bugles blare. The guns and men were passing through. Look, holy smoke, there goes Snafu. I saw my duty. I waved her goodbye. If Snafu could make it, by gosh, so could I. I made it. And boy, was I processed. Wherever he fought,
on whatever far shore. I'd follow Snafu, and I'd feed him, I swore. Damn the torpedoes, I cried to the crew. Full speed ahead, with the food for Snafu. Snafu must eat. He cannot win unless he has his vitamin. Through ice and snow and sleep they crunch. They must get through with Snafu's lunch.
I can't make it. I'm pooped. I'm all through.
Food for Snafu! Through rain and mud and jungle heat, one only thought, let Snafu eat! He shall not fast. In spite of bomb and shrapnel blast, the precious food arrives at last.
Come and get it! More. Come on, give me a little more. Attaboy, you're a good guy. Come on, give me a little more. That's it. Come on, look. That's more like it. Nice meal, but guess I ain't as hungry as I thought.
I joined up the first day of war, but now I'm regretting my haste. I joined up as food for Snafu, but all I became was just waste.
Dear Sally Lou, this is it. They'll be shipping us out soon. From the equipment, it looks like the South Pacific. This is confidential. So I'm sneaking this past the censor. We're on our way to the port of embarkation. They gave us shots for tropical diseases, so I know it's the South Pacific. Hey, Bud! Mail this for me! Can't afford the terrible one. Is there a postman in the house?
Technical Fairy, first class, at your service.
You gotta get this to Sally Lou.
But have you forgotten the censor?
It's okay. We got a private code.
Well, if you insist. But I'll hate myself in the morning.
Now I can fight in peace.
Oh, a letter from my lover. Our private code. Oh, Mother, guess what? My snafu in a big surprise move. Bingo Bango Island. Big surprise. Don't tell a soul.
Bingo bango.
A big surprise.
Don't tell.
Big move.
Keep this to yourself, brother.
Yes, a surprise.
Snafu, bingo bango.
Korin Tokyo. Help. Korin Tokyo. Help. Oh, se to na hora ta to oi.
What we're looking for?
Like I always said, every man his own censor.
Looks very good. On the whole, yeah.
Manning the far-flung outposts of our global battlefronts, fully aware of the importance of their individual responsibilities, the sentinels of our outermost frontiers stand their lonely vigils with quiet courage and cheerful devotion to duty.
249 days in this godforsaken hole. 249 days!
HQ to NIX. HQ to NIX. Your 249th request for transfer is herewith denied. That is all.
Phooey. Everybody gets to get into the scrap but me. Come on, get the lead out, sad sack.
I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in.
That's insubordination. I could break you for that. Scream.
Bright as the stars we're under.
What's this? Pickled fish eyes with rice? P.U. Take this thing out and bury it. Let's see.
Together.
Station 2 to HQ. Jep Task Force passing reference point 9.
Station 3 to HQ. Jet Task Force, passing reference point 10. Sorry, gentlemen, our observation posts have lost contact with the enemy fleet. That is all.
HQ calling all stations. Rush today's complete observation reports. Omit nothing. Urgent, 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 urgent.
A complete report, huh? Okay. Here in a nutshell is the sensational events of the day. At precisely 05:47 a.m. in the morning, the sun rose. At 06:13, the tide came in. At 06:18, the tide went out. Until 1200 o'clock, the proverbial tropical sunshine. At 12:09, relief in the form of rain. At 14:44, in floats a tin can labeled fish eyes with rice.
Pickled fish eyes with rice?
That is all.
If there's a cloud above.
HQ to NIX. HQ to NIX. Confirm report on tin can. Rush detailed description. This is important. HQ to NIX. HQ to NIX. What's keeping you? What's holding up that report? Urgent. Urgent.
Keep your shirt on. Urgent, urgent, urgent. Hey, Featherpuss. Maybe you swept it under the rug. Okay, get ready for the devastating news. It's just an ordinary tin can labeled pickled fish eyes with rice. And, oh yeah, wrote on the bottom it says Honorable K Ration, Imperial Japanese Navy. Fish eyes with rice. I don't get it. Wouldn't you think they could find something important for me to do in this here army?
Who? Snafu? Snafu doesn't live here anymore.
Another smashing blow against the enemy is underway. To understand the months of grueling work and preparation that go into a raid such as this, we must start at the very beginning. Selective service draws on the nation's manpower. Inductees are rigidly examined for any defects. Only the finest may serve. Basic training begins. Drill. Manual of arms. Bayonet practice. Obstacle course. Our cadets have earned their wings. Full-fledged fighter pilots, ready for action. Very discouraging. The enemy's defense seems impregnable. But wait. Another smashing blow against the enemy is underway.
9.5. David! 9.5. Ben. 9.5. Charlie. 9.5. Charlie. Benny. 9.5. Charlie. Benny. Charlie. Charlie, Benny. Charlie, Benny. Shoot! 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 What's the matter, pal? You seem perturbed. Yeah, I got a morale problem. Do tell. Now take me brother Tofu. There's a guy that's got a swell spot. He's doing things. Message sitter, codes, secret stuff. Gee, what a lucky guy. Yeah? Well, let's have a look. What a life. Nice mate to a flock of feather dusters. Oh, brother Booba. What a break you got.
And remember, the enemy is tough and vicious. You gotta be twice as tough and vicious. Now get in there and tear 'em to bits.
What I wouldn't give for your job. 9.5 Benny, 9.5 Charlie. 9.5 Charlie, a 9.5 for Benny. A 9.5 for Charlie, a 9.5 for Benny. Hey, you know, this is an important job I'm doing.
That's my boy who said that.
The Aleutians are a string of island bases extending over 1,000 miles westward from the Alaskan Peninsula. These islands, the Japs once considered a back door to the United States. But when the door was opened... Oh, we got about incident. And now our back door is a front door to Tokyo. Bountiful Mother Nature has endowed these islands with all the rich variety of weather from her abundant storehouse. My gracious. Such conditions are almost unbelievable.
Nevertheless, that's the conditions that prevail.
Another factor that complicates life here is the thick, gummy mud peculiar to this region.
I don't mind the mud, but George hates it. Claude don't like it neither.
It often gets quite breezy up here. However, these willy-waws, as they're called, die down as suddenly as they arise. Airstrips present a serious problem. It's almost impossible to keep their surface entirely free of moisture. Life in the Aleutians. But that's the way things are up here. Unbelievable conditions. Unbelievable.
Oh. Nevertheless, that's the conditions that prevail.
Of an outcast, now a hunted wanderer over the face of the globe. She lived life to the full, and in her wake, she left a trail of broken men. Now a fugitive, battered and beaten, she spends her numbered days in a miserable hideout. You all know her name, Anopheles Annie, the malaria mosquito.
Oh.
To look at me now, you wouldn't hardly believe it. But back in the good old days, I was really some stuff. Yeah, it was a cinch for a gal to get along when I was young and good-looking. But times have changed. Why, I used to be the toast of the hot spots, queen of the swamps. The world was my playground. The South Pacific, India, North Africa, Italy. Yep, all over the world. I knocked them on their heels. I took my drink straight. But the boys got theirs mixed with a Mickey Finn. My percentages was going up when the big shots turned on the heat. It was the same old vice squad that made it hot for me down in Panama. Parasitologists, entomologists, malariologists, every damnedologist in the country got on my trail. And I do mean trail. They started a cleanup. First, they wised the boys up. smashed up our hangouts. They really poured it on with oil. They dusted us off with Paris green. They busted in all the joints from Burma to Bizerti. The racket's getting tougher. The percentages ain't what it used to be, but thanks to Snafu, a smart operator can still sneak in for a one-night stand.
Pipe the torso. Look at those knees. He don't care where he goes. He's wide open.
Repellent? He never touches the stuff. And that goes for the Atterbreen, too. Well, dearie, as long as that guy's around, a little gal can still make an honest living.
Hello? Is that so? 180 degrees? I don't believe it. Where? Iran. Now, where is that? Just a minute. Iceland, Iran. I'll be right over. So this is Iran, eh? Let's see what the little old guidebook has to say. Iran, furnace of the Middle East, Chamber of Commerce stuff, where the sun bakes all day and the earth cooks all night, where the temperature sometimes reaches 180 degrees. Propaganda. Here, the native beast of burden, the camel, is the only one who doesn't mind the heat.
I don't care what you say. I'm hot.
So intense are the sun's scorching rays in this torrid region, so utterly devastating in their effect, that all human activity is reduced to a virtual standstill.
Stand still, my foot.
Work like the very me. Vital war supplies don't stand still. It's off over the winding, tortuous route to the Russian depots in the north. The uncommonly steep grades are made even more difficult by occasional landslides that block the road. The merciless rays of the sun make daytime travel almost impossible. The winding, zigzagging path through the mountainous terrain of Iran presents a sharp contrast to the American driver accustomed to the four-lane highways of his homeland.
What I did wrong.
No picture of Iran
on would be complete without mention of that other supply route to Russia. The picturesque Trans-Iranian Railroad, with its network of 224 tunnels and 4,000 bridges. The railroad, too, has its landslides. But this is no problem for an experienced railroad man.
I don't care what you say. I'm cool.
All alone, I'm so all alone. There is no one else but me. All alone by the telephone.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All alone every evening. All alone feeling blue. Wondering where I are and how I are and if I are or alone too. Wondering where I am and how I are and if I are or alone too. Odioleu, 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 odioleu.
through history, Navy men have worn a variety of colorful uniforms. But today, the sailor's uniform, like his ship, has been scientifically streamlined. The blouse, jumper, is tailored of 18-ounce bat-dyed navy blue Melton cloth. The cuffs and collar are of the same material. The cuffs and collar are... Oh, well, perhaps we better go aboard ship and have a look around. Well, here's Seaman Tarfu. He'll help us with our little, demonstration. Oh, yes, the jumper. The Navy man carries very little on his person. Therefore, the jumper has only the one small pocket, which, however, is adequate for all his personal effects. The less said about a sailor's pants, the better. The jumper, although snug-fitting, was designed to be easily removed. Grasping the lower seam between the thumb and forefinger of each hand and exerting a gentle upward pull, before our sailor boy can say, "Heave-ho the mizzenmast," heave-ho the mizzenmast, heave-ho the mizzenmast. There, it's off in a jiffy.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Navy craft are always kept immaculately clean. Whatever natural hazards may be encountered are always handled with true Navy efficiency. Of all Navy traditions and ceremonies, the most colorful is that of piping the Admiral aboard. Another Navy tradition is that of growing a beard on long cruises, but it must conform to regulations. The regulation clearly states the hair, beard, and mustache must be worn neatly trimmed.
The hair, beard, and mustache must be worn neatly trimmed.
And what is a sailor without a tattoo? Today's super dreadnought boasts a completely equipped weather forecasting laboratory. Wonder what the weather's gonna be tomorrow.
Looks like a storm to me.
Seriously, however, Navy equipment is the finest obtainable. And though a sailor must still take his turn at standing watch in the crow's nest, he has at hand the most powerful binoculars in the world, enabling him to see through solid banks of fog, mist, and rain, even beyond the horizon.
Fresh.
In conclusion, of course, no picture about our Navy would be complete without some appraisal of the American sailor as a fighting man. Let's hear from a recognized authority on this subject.
What'd you expect, sailor? The Army made this picture.
A soldier returns from the global grind. Home is ahead, the front is behind. A soldier returns, and his hometown is proud. Look at that brass band. Look at that crowd.
Our returning hero has, no doubt, a million things to talk about. Safe at home, away from battle, restricted stuff makes harmless prattle.
Our outfit's number 999. Now, we hold the center of the line. The British hold the hills just west. A pillbox here, machine gun nest, 200 medium tanks, the best.
Now you've got that off your chest, why not go out and blab the rest?
Our landing field, boy, is that sweet. It measures 15,000 feet with 9 new runways, all concrete. Those new Jap tanks sure pack a punch. They knocked out Battery B. If those nips ever start to push, they'll shove us in the sea.
Flashing to you, the news of the day. Our new secret weapon did this to the foe. What hit you, Tojo? Wouldn't you like to know?
I know what did it, what made the big hole. Our new flying bazooka with radar control. You see, I know all about it. I was right there. I seen it with my own eyes. The propelling charge is attached to the tail surface, and the booster adapter activates the public, which sets off the fusion of trail fast, therefore giving the bore a casual stroke pending on the setting of the carburation, which is timed with the 88C spark plugs, which in time can for answers. Our very next move, this is straight from the boss, is amphibious attacks. And it's just how to pass, see? At dawn, we're moving. The flagels are all galore. A new prank of stifles I'll just destroy to the shore. Naturally, it concerns not only, but without it, what would we have? Indubitably. And by the way, speaking of convoys, do you know that when I sailed with a 999, without a single ship to protect us, why, the tanks we saw en route and the places we went. Now, this is strictly confidential, and you'll treat it so, I hope. But strictly confidentially, here's the latest dope. Now, coming in at 74 degrees, we placed our guns in the major artillery around here. And besides that,
you might just as well write it all over the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, the War Department regrets to announce that due to recent leaks and restricted military information, our entire 999th Division has been annihilated by the enemy.
The 999th? My own outfit. Some guy shot his mouth off. Any joint that'd do that ought to be run over by a streetcar.